guys, but I'm just sleepy, man. I am so sleepy. I don't even know why. The whole day I was sleepy. I still did stuff. I still went out, grounded, um, worked out, did everything. But I'm just sleepy today. Everything's great though. I feel like the energy's great. I feel good. But I do feel slowed down big time. And I'm just sleepy, man. So sleepy. Today, we got a lot of things to talk about. A lot of things to get into. We got something pretty wild right now that's going on in the Goes 19 images and stuff like that. The coronagraph. Been quite some activity going on. Like, I wouldn't say activity, right? I know there was like a little CME, if I'm not mistaken. Alright. So there's been some eruptions, but definitely some interesting activity. And not only that, of course, we've been having a bunch of earthquakes happening in America, man. There has been so many earthquakes in America. So I'm hoping you guys are doing good because we gonna do this. We gonna do this. Yep, audio's good. Let's get into this, some things right now. So I already talked about, let me say this real quick. I already talked about the Schumann resonance electromagnetic background, why it looks different, why it appears different. And again, definitely be sure to watch that live stream because we really put the truth in there. Because why would they change all of a sudden? All the data, no offense, probably never really changed last year. All the data has been unreliable the last 60 years. That's huge. Looking at the Schumann resonance right now, we had some pretty intense activity around the early hours. So when we woke up today, February 23rd, I wouldn't say wake up, but sleeping, right? When we were sleeping in America, we had some pretty intense activity. And throughout the day, a little cutoff here, moderate activity at best. So that's it for the Schumann resonance. Now we got to get into solar activity. So we don't have any sunspot regions, but what we do have are new coronal holes forming on the sun. So here is image 211, one of my favorite images. We have a massive coronal hole that was just facing us. It almost seems as if it's continuously expanding, right, over here and stuff. And on the bottom, we have another one coming up. And of course, we have a new one that is forming and also expanding. So we got more coronal holes now. We have one arriving from the south. We got one coming in from the left side. So we got quite a bit of activity right now. So these coronal holes, they definitely make you feel drained, tired, and they definitely bring up all that plasma that escapes from the sun freely. That can cause geomagnetic storm, auroras in many locations, and of course, yeah, definitely bringing in all that solar wind because when we take a look at the data right now, we got high solar winds and we're getting really high. We're hitting over 700 kilometers per second, right? Right now it's going to take solar wind 42 minutes to propagate from ACE to Earth. We've been having quite a bit of density spikes. The interplanetary magnetic field has been just really up and down. It's really just been like this, right? It'll maintain top, then it'll go down, right? It's been, I think, moderately south earlier today. KP is at a 4. No sunspot regions. So that is quite interesting, right? No sunspot regions, but I'm assuming that'll change. So when we look at the GOES image thing, it looks all of a sudden like significantly different. And then of course we have some glitches going on over here. So very interesting to have some glitches and whatnot. I think they're doing some stuff or things have shifted. Like I think the Earth right now is at a point in its axis. But people were also saying that, that would have been the case in October. But of course we might be situation right now where things are definitely changing. But this does not look like our ordinary thing that goes on. We do have some CMEs though, little ones as you can see, but it's just hard to tell with that little glitch and whatnot. But there has been some CMEs, some eruptions, and of course super bright. I know, super bright, but massive CMEs towards the bottom left. I don't know if you've seen these right now, but there's huge eruptions right now. So very interesting right there. I don't know, like that's been there for like a week. That doesn't look any different, which is kind of interesting. But of course, this is updated February 24. That's because it is universal time. Okay, I don't know why this is just blank all of a sudden. So maybe things are getting updated right now. Mercury retrograde is coming up, so we're definitely getting that. Seriously, the tech issues have been pretty wild lately. The glitches you're witnessing right now. So we got a huge eruption right around here. A lot of bright regions. There might be quite a bit of activity that is coming. So in a few days, we might have some. And this is what the thematic map looks like and should look like. So I don't know what's going on over here, but again, you're just witnessing the glitches. So all the glitches, you're witnessing them all. Alright, always when I'm recording, it's perfect, right? They always happen. It's amazing whenever I'm live streaming or something, We might have some suspect activity that might be rotating in an Earth-facing position. Many days to come, though. Probably, I'm going to make the prediction a few more days or early next month. So, when it comes to earthquake activity, we got quite a bit of earthquake activity in America. The United States. So, we got... Let's zoom in. October, how do you say this one? Ocotillo, California. We got one by Long Beach. Even though, it's not in Long Beach, but it's pretty close to it. It's Rancho Palos Verdes. Johannesburg. Taft, I'm guessing they're calling it Taft. Okay, Avenel. Okay, so we had quite a bit there. We had some, a few of them. This would be Alamo. Zoom out a little bit. Quite a bit in Texas, and we had one in Oklahoma. So overall, there's been quite a bit of earthquakes in the United States. If you didn't know, there was one close to Cincinnati, Ohio a few days ago. So, looks like we've been having quite a bit of earthquake activity. How's everyone doing in the stream, by the way? Let me know how's everyone doing. Make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe button. Things are definitely quite interesting right now. Make sure you guys hit the like button. I really appreciate it. Now the symptoms. My goodness. Like, sleepiness. Sleepiness is just, it's there. Very sleepy. I don't know why. Why all of a sudden? Oh my goodness, man. Really sleepy. Never felt like this. I've never felt this sleepy. But many people have been really getting that wired, tired, sleepy. Head pressure. I could definitely see that. Yeah, that pretty common symptom. Tiredness, yeah. I'm not tired, just sleepy. I don't know what's up with that. How you doing? Jacqueline, is it? How you doing? Really appreciate you being here. Yeah, quite a bit of things. Quite a bit of things. And yesterday, oh my goodness, yesterday is the first day. I think February is the first time we actually get real data for the electromagnetic background Schumann resonance, or Schumann resonance electromagnetic background. That's like the first time we're actually starting to get actual data because it's now more visible. That's why it's changing. So yeah. Very interesting. I hope everybody's doing good, by the way. How's everybody doing? I'm really grateful and thankful for everyone who's been supporting the streams and whatnot. There's been a lot of things going on. Let me know how's everyone been. I am literally about to fall asleep. I don't even know why I'm so sleepy. My goodness. Alright, I might as well move into something and I'm gonna call it a day. Trauma. So trauma is definitely not an easy thing. You actually brought up something very interesting. So something I've realized, as we're shifting in consciousness, I know you're right. You're right. Water's out. No, you were originally right. You are right. The body stores more water. It's been doing that for me lately. Today normal, yesterday was good, but the body, I don't know if you ever noticed this, but you'll end up getting to a point for a few days or so where you will be not drinking as much water, but your body will like kind of hold the fluids, you know? So you might have that period, you know? Sometimes we have the constant thirst. Sometimes it's been like that for me, the constant thirst. And then sometimes I've had the body retain more water. So very interesting though. Everybody's different, but I think we all kind of go through this sort of period where you have so much water, like your body retains it, or it's needing so much. So definitely interesting. But yeah, as I was saying, trauma, one powerful thing, right? One powerful, like, big thing that we go through, especially many people that are highly conscious and people that, I mean, I think anybody that's really living an extraordinary life, not a simple one, goes through some sort of trauma. And the trauma can be anything. And some people hold on to it for too long. And they don't face the pain, and they don't face that childhood trauma or that thing that they went through. And a big mistake is it just eats at them. I just want you guys to know it's not easy to face something you've been through. So I want you guys to know it's even worse if you don't do anything about it. Many things in life will go away with time, but sometimes you just gotta face that trauma. You're gonna have to face it head on. So I just want to put that out there. I know a lot of people going. I know a lot of empaths and a lot of sensitive people. We go through a lot in our lives, and all this pain might seem unnecessary. A lot of this pain might seem like it's unnecessary and it's too much, and we've just been through too much, right? Everybody says that, right? A lot of it is kind of shaping us. How I want to say, there's a lot of reasons actually, right? So we don't do it to the next generation, but at the same time, it's also like it's shaping us to be the better version of ourselves, right? The most truest version of ourselves. Um, we're going through a lot of a lot of hard times, but it kind of just somehow puts us in the direction that we're supposed to go into in our lives. As weird as that sounds, right? It's like you're climbing a mountain and there's an obstacle. There might be a couple people that try to overcome some sort of obstacle that they're not supposed to overcome. They just had to find another way, or they had to switch their perspective. So some of the obstacles and some of the things you go through in life, sometimes you have to face them, right? Sometimes you have to not really see it as an obstacle, because actually what I'm trying to really get into is sometimes the things that happen, right? Like you're walking and all of a sudden, boom, something happens, right? The thing where, you go outside and then you go to your car and then you forgot the keys and you go back inside the house and then you get out and something happens. It's like, okay, thank goodness I didn't go, right? Like sometimes these things happen. Everything that's happening is so divine. And, if you're someone who's what you want to call a star seed, chosen one, whatever label they throw out there, big thing here. A lot of these things that are happening aren't happening against you, but they're happening for you. A lot of these delays are not bad. Anyone who's manifesting, spoiler alert, it is not delayed. Everything that is just happening is in divine timing. And it's about, sometimes it's protecting you, sometimes we are protected by a higher power. And truth be told, like it's not easy to do certain things, or have 1 million people watching you on a live stream, or having 1 million subscribers, or this or that. Like most people's nervous system can't even handle it. And that is the literally big truth on why most people are not where they're supposed to be. It is literally that. I feel like it's been that. It's about what you can handle. It is about what you are ready for, and the nervous system. We need to have a really strong nervous system, because every flippant thing people are breathing, eating, consuming is literally so disruptive to the nervous system. It really is. The lifestyle today, is what does my generation do? I don't know. They wake up, shove some food in their mouth, go to school, sit there for who knows how long in between the classes, eat, come home, whatever. They're scrolling, they're vaping, I don't know what they're doing, smoking, ruining their sleep, cortisol spikes. Yeah, I mean, the bad foods disrupting their gut, destroying their gut health, really just destroying everything. Again, it's not all doom and gloom, right? There's good food out there, but boy oh boy, the nervous system is so important. So that's a big thing right there. Boom, there it is, Jacqueline. Boom, there it is. Boom, there it is. I like it. I like it. Yep, I literally made a YouTube short about that. It's as simple as that. It is as simple as that. I literally made a YouTube short about that. How amazing. Yes, basically the post was about forgiving. It's sometimes it's like if someone disrespects us or wrongs us or did something to us, right? We're literally forgiving them. right? And yeah. I don't even know what that means. But yeah, we're forgiving other people so we could just let that thing go. That's what we're doing here. We want to let that go. We have like no reason to carry more things. We don't have to. Appreciate you being here, Jacqueline. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your company. And I appreciate everyone who's liked, subscribed, and showed support because, you know, we drop big wisdom here, you know? I got a lot of YouTube shorts coming, so definitely get ready. Alright, I'm gonna go. Thank you guys so much for watching. A lot of videos, a lot of YouTube shorts coming. Thank you all so much. Good night. Good morning. Good afternoon.